Kia ora koutou, Marky here, with a public service announcement from the Ministry of Correct Speech. I wish. So, this is the series where I talk about elegant and accurate speech. So this is aimed pretty much at, this is about spoken English and pretty much about British English, because of course there are different forms of English. There's American English, there's Australian English, New Zealand English. So this is aimed at people that want to improve how they speak and avoid some of the pitfalls, really. And also it's a kind of therapy for me, because I'm very pedantic about speech. So it kind of gives me a lovely opportunity to rant. And the people that tend to like this series are not people that want to improve their speech, but people who are like me and just kind of enjoy the rants, really, because they tend to agree. So one of the things that I was going to do at one point, I was going to make this all into a book, and I had a whole chapter on media, terrible things that the media do. And well, more to the point, terrible things that the media say, because the media are terrible for cliched phrases. And the problem I have with cliched phrases is I just think language is such a beautiful thing, and to and to just sometimes blindly copy the same phrase where you could come up with a better one or a different one, or just vary your language, it just seems like a missed opportunity. I think our language is beautiful, language is elegant, and it should be beautiful and elegant. The media, they have a lot of kind of shorthand, don't they? So there are lots of media words that people use because they're quite quick. So they use lots of stuff like speaks out, or the word bid, bungle. They use some great, nobody else uses these words, but the media kind of use it. Something's been bungled. The bid has been, Prince Charles has spoken out about a bungled bid. But there's kind of something specific I want to talk about. I could talk about many media cliches that irritate the hell out of me, but I want to focus on one, really. Although there's one that kind of goes along with it, really. So I suppose two, really. And they're both related to drowning. So trigger warning: if drowning is an issue for you, then this one will be the video for you. Although I'm not going to really focus on that. I'm focusing on the language. But whenever somebody drowns or nearly drowns, the media cannot help themselves but use the phrase getting into difficulties, got into difficulties, started getting into difficulties. They always use that regarding drowning, but never anything else. Okay. And it just drives me nuts. Just don't say it. It's just been overused. It just offends my ear. And the other one that kind of goes along with it, which isn't quite as bad, but it kind of goes, is why do people always use when people are talking about somebody that's good at swimming, why do they always say a strong swimmer? Why don't they always say, a good swimmer, or an accomplished swimmer, or an experienced swimmer, or a high-level swimmer? But they always say a strong swimmer. They say this person was a strong swimmer, but they got into difficulties. It drives me nuts. Okay, I don't know if it drives you nuts, but even if it doesn't drive you nuts, then my invitation to you is not to say these horrible things. Right, Mario?